Hi everyone, this is Holly. I haven't posted a video in a long time, but I'm going to be hosting a swap on twoshabbysisters.ning.com, and I wanted to come by and just talk to you a little bit about about the swap, show you the um, little mini album that we're going to be making, and give you some tips. So this is the one completed book that I have now, and this dog was made, excuse me, this book was made for a dog named Wilson. He happens to be on a site that I belong to called Plenty of Pit Bulls, and I'm going to get this off to his new adoptive mother. So his name is Wilson, and I just have Wilson on the front with raised letters. There's some cardstock trim that I had on a punch-out sheet, and I used that. And then I found these little flowers. Let's see, they are called, I don't know. Here's the package. And I found them. I was kind of destashing and found them, so they work perfect in this album because of the size of it, and also it has to stay fairly flat. I used seam binding as a closure, attached it under the mat on the front and under the mat on the back to give it a nice finish. And this just ties into a bow. You open this up. Now I haven't done anything on this front page yet because I'm trying to decide whether I want to do a journaling spot or add something. But this is Wilson, and he's learning to walk on the leash, and it has a little sentiment that says little moments. And for this particular book, I just printed these off the computer and did it on just cardstock because I wanted that kind of rustic look. Okay, now this book opens a lot of different ways. So let's see here. Let's open it this way first. This is another picture of Wilson. On this cardstock sheet that I used to map this, I added some flowers, more of those little flowers, did a decorative punch along this edge. And this is just a plain tag with a stamp that I have of a pit bull that I added on there, and I'm going to put some journaling spots on here. You could also put another tag in there if you wanted to. These are more pictures of Wilson. This is Wilson with this big smile, and Wilson with a pink bow. Oops, okay. Got that. Okay, then this pulls out this way. Let me see if I can get this all. I don't think I can. I'm gonna. This is Wilson learning to leave the food alone, and it says, "You cannot resist my cuteness. I will not stare at food," and he's turned his back on the food here. And here's Wilson with his head buried in the sofa, going, "I give up." And on this page, I just added a little piece of trim, again tucked under the mat. This is a menu that I got, I don't remember, somewhere online, and a bone paper clip just to hold them in. And this is another big picture of Wilson looking at dinner again. Seems like he has food on his mind. And here is a little journaling spot that says, "What I love about you." And this one is "Talk to the Paw," and Plenty of Pit Bulls. Whoops, sorry. Plenty of Pit Bulls is the logo of the group that rescued him. He's such a beautiful dog. Okay, and that's it. Now, let me see if I can get this folded back up right. You fold, let's see, no, this goes this way and in, and then this, and that's it. Now, I have this book in different stages that I want to show it to you. This is not going to be real easy to see because of the color of it, but let me put this piece of scrap paper down here. Okay, this is the front cover, the cover page, and you're going to score this at this paper so I get my cheat sheet here. You're going to score this at 2 3/4 at 3, and again at 7.5, and then 7 5/8. And what that does, it gives you a little bit of room. You can see when you fold it that it gives you some depth to hold the other part of the album. So again, well, let me back up. Your piece of cardstock, which is the base of your album, you're going to cut it in half. So you have 2 6 by 12 pieces. Then the first piece you're going to score at 2 3/4, 3, 7.5, and 7 5/8. And that makes the outside cover of the book. Then the next piece, can you tell I'm using a new camera angle? I'm having some trouble with it here. The next piece you score at 5/8 inch, 5, and 9 3/4. This only gets 3 score lines. So it's 5/8 of an inch, 5, and then 9 3/4. Now the first piece on this one, you fold to the back, okay, the lip, and then you fold the rest of them in. And the way you attach this is, you see here, I put a piece of score tape on. I'm not going to open it because I'm not going to attach it just right now, and you just tape it onto, it butts up against the second score on the cover page. And I have one here that I've already done so you can see it better. See, this is the second. Actually, don't look at this. This was a mistake that I made, but this shows you how to attach it. In that you're taping the folded piece, the little lip, down here. Okay, then you cut your mats for, you use 2 coordinating sheets of cardstock. And in this particular album, I have a wood grain and I have a floral pattern. But as you can see, they blend real nicely together on the peach background. And I did, on most of my albums, I distressed the edges and used, things like, there's a vintage walnut or some kind of, the walnut ink pad, or vintage photo, or anything like that in a brown tone. And you cut the 2 pieces of patterned paper. You cut first on the 12-inch square. You cut at 5 3/4, and again at 5 3/4. So you get a piece that's 5 3/4 by 12 inches. And then you cut over 4.5 inches, and you do that a second time, and you do the same thing on the other piece of paper. So that makes your mats. Now you'll have a couple of narrow pieces left, but save them because you want to use those to do these narrower parts of the book. There's several in here. Here's another one. This will get punched. I haven't punched it yet. A decorative punch here, and then matted. Now, Maria, who has one of the videos, which I've linked on the website, uses the paper clips to tape her mats into the book the way that she wants them. And I found that this is a tremendous help to do it this way, because even though it should work perfect every time, for me, for some reason, my mats never work perfect. Okay, they're always, I have to trim them down or cut them a little bit. And so I just found that by trimming it to fit, sticking it in here with the paper clip, it works good. And then I go ahead and add whatever seam binding I'm going to use, or ribbon or whatever, and I put it on the clip, and then it's ready to assemble. Now, one reason that I chose to do it this way is because I use, what's the name of it? This is what I use. I think this is craft glue. I also use fabric tack, and it works really good and does a good job of holding it down. So if you're interested in doing the swap, I'm going to link it up to Two Shabby Sisters down below, and also to Maria's video and Astro Gal's video, so you can take a look at their work. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you'll make a couple of these albums. They're a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody.